To be quite honest, I don't think this game will ever have its redemption arc, no matter what they do to this game. I feel as though this game has so many chances to bring itself back up to its former glory, but time and time again, I was just proven wrong. Disappointing updates, lack of testing, inconsistent balancing, and overall just enjoyment of the game are all in the red somehow. It's not even a biased opinion either. Moderators and testers themselves are starting to become annoyed and distant of the game. And this is just the beginning. How about we take a look at each of the updates Fire Force Online has had in its lifetime of 2 months. But wait, Sobby, the game came out in July of last year. Isn't that almost a half a year from now? I meant what I said. This game was pulling over 30,000 players and rising when it originally released. And you mean to tell me that the game went from that to this? There are no other Fire Force games on the platform. So what's causing this? Clearly something's not right. And I'm going to tell you what's not right. On screen should be an image of all the goods and bads that I've compiled into a list. And I was going around asking testers to edit this around. And this is what I came up with. But it's super long, so I'm not gonna read all that, right? I'll just tell you about the good one. I'll tell you about the good ones too. So don't worry, developers, I got your back. Chill out. But first, let's talk about the worst of the updates. The Ash update, week 3, week 6, week 11, week 12, and the latest one, week 16. Starting with the Ash update. What exactly were we thinking with this one? This update single-handedly diminished half of the player base. I'm not even kidding. It was that horrible. People were left and right one-shotting each other, getting infinite stun locked by halt, a move, and were catching Lamonia both in and out of the game. Well, that one was a joke, but you catch my drift, alright? This update was released on 8/9, got a balance change on 8/13, then an actual needed nerf on 8/19. And to be honest, this wasn't even what made it balanced. It was just the fact that the Adola update made everything else so good that it was just pushed out of the meta. Then there's week 3, which wasn't so bad. AFK World was giving us free rerolls. That was pretty nice. The Darkness SFD was also pretty damn cool. I mean, check out my Itachi build. The boss biddy update was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Then I read the very last line. This line single-handedly ruined Adola progression for 3 whole weeks. Almost a full month of hearing
Yata no Kagami.
you could not block, you could not parry, you could not dodge. But Jacob sure as hell didn't find a problem with that. Then there's week 6. This the shit I'm talking about, right? They finally nerfed Pika, which was perfect. That was all the community wanted, right? But clearly they didn't learn their lesson and just made the game worse. Vampire Augment putting people in a wheelchair. Partial Inferno allowing you to do 70% of somebody's health in one combo. And then huge server lag issues that had people on 1,000 ping teleporting around. And worst of all, the event wasn't even that good. It was outright boring because you had to server hop to find an open door just to get into the event, just for somebody to combat tag you because they're all trying to get into it, and then it would close in your face, and then you'd be done right there. The developers clearly loved Bleach too, because while it took 1 week for Vampire to be nerfed, it took another 3 weeks for Partial Infernal to become a balanced state. I'm not even done yet. You still have week 11, which turned all Infernal players into combo demons that spammed air slams, giving them free combo extensions. And then this was added onto the fact that they took 30% less damage every 40 seconds in an update 2 weeks prior. And then you have week 12, the Deserted Desert World update, which was probably one of the coolest updates we've gotten thus far. I'm not even gonna lie. It was something fresh to grind, but it didn't have that same grindy feeling that we had in the Adola world. So, it wasn't that bad though. What was bad was what came out of this update. You see this part? It says fixed ranked mode drops. You would assume this is a good thing because it's a bug fix, right? But this was actually the scariest fix I've ever seen. One of the soul augment items, rivaling Rebirth is what it was called, increased your damage with each attack landed. On paper, it's not that bad. It sounds pretty good, don't it? But what if I told you multiple hits meant multiple damage stacks? Yeah, it's not so fun, is it now? I almost genuinely thought whoever came up with the Deserted Desert update knew about this, because Windwalker, one of the subclasses, was able to create up to 3 tornadoes that multi-hit and combo extend. How did it make it through testing? But anyway, I wish I could stop, but like, there's still week 13? Yeah, week 13. What happened on week 13? I don't know. It was the latest update, but I still can't tell you what it contributed to the game. No, really, I'm not joking. I'm not even gonna front. Let's look at the list real quick. It states, added a way to sell your items. Okay, finally. Though, I kinda wonder how much a boss drop is worth. $300? Is this GameStop? But it's alright though. It's not like it really matters. I mean, you know, it's not that bad. How about the arcade? Surely that was good. Wait, hold on. 9 boss tickets after spending 10 times the maximum cash cap? Are you serious? Hold on. I mean, maybe 9 could be a lot. 20 boss tickets for one drop? I mean, I guess to be fair, the daily quest gives like 1, so it's not that bad, right? Wait, hold on. Wait, what do you mean the mysterious man doesn't guarantee a boss drop in his store? But he spawns every hour. Why would the developers do that though? That doesn't make sense. There's like 10 boss drops in the game and increasing. Alright. Thanks for the information. I want to quit this game. Mind you, this is only the first section of the video. There are so many more problems that come with creating a game, especially like this. So let me stop wasting your time and get onto my second point. I cannot stress this enough. So please, let me get this off my chest. Please, if you are a developer, test your game. I'm begging you. And if you can't test it yourself, get a team to test the game for you. And listen to them. Please, I'm begging you. The reason why I'm saying this is because I put it on my whole YouTube career that the tester role in Fire Force Online is deadass just a cosmetic role. When I was a tester, for what I could tell in the Discord, they actually were cooking up a lot of the balancing and stuff. But then when I saw the patch notes, they were almost all, they were almost, if not all, far from what they asked for, which lost the trust of all the testers on the team right there. One of the staff members that I really have to show respect to is my boy Josuke. I'm not even gonna lie. You have been really putting in that work for FFO, and I commend you for having the mentality to actually even try bringing up that game. But unfortunately, you are a perfect example as to what I'm trying to say. Josuke has had multiple great ideas for the game, and from what I heard, most of his ideas was just straight up scrapped, and the developers was just freestyling shit. So, hey, clearly they must be better at. They must know something we don't. So, hey, I don't know. For example, one of the endgame buffs called a blessing in the game was going to have an effect, or one of them, the speed blessing, was going to have an effect to where your last hit would have a combo finisher after stacking up a few hits. But clearly, hey, the devs didn't seem to like good ideas, so they just gave speed blessing a 7 second, which was reduced to a 5-second cooldown dodge. I was considering adding a section to this video named horrid balancing, but there's just no point because I'd just be restating myself for the entire list. So, though the next one will have an effect of the non-existent testing, which is bugs on bugs with more bugs. Every update just has so many bugs. I want to say some hurtful things, but to put it simply, almost every single update implemented more bugs than it did content. It was inevitable, yes, it comes with game creation, but I cannot stress it enough that some of these shouldn't have even made it into the main game in the first place. I'm not even gonna lie. So you definitely not trying. For example, how were certain moves being able to kill NPCs in the game not ever tested? How about hand signs being unusable for an entire week, perhaps? What about a move literally kicking somebody in combat out of the game? Like I said, I got nothing against the game, but I'm starting to think the developers actually might. Speaking of the staff team, let's also talk about them real quick. I actually love a lot of people on the staff team, I'm not even gonna lie. Especially the development team. Dracula, David, Pepper, Josuke, they're all amazing people that deserve to sleep in a nice warm bed every single night. All of them are actually pretty nice, unique people. Here are my shoutouts to my favorite staff members that I know of, as I'm making this video anyway. Got Izzy, got Jacob, got Boomy, got Piggy, got Crane, got Turbo, my Pookie Bear, got Sonic, got Tootle, shit, is what it is. Then we got Woe, all the big OGs, feel me? There aren't many cosmetic rolled staff members, but they do exist. Looking at you, Cake and Taps, yo. Past that, I have a dedicated part for my greatest op, Tom D. Fresh. If you know the beef between me and him, you already know what's about to go down. It ain't even got nothing to do with the game. But saying I'm not real for asking for a title and sentinel in your game when I'm trying to single-handedly save your game is pretty fucked up. I don't care what nobody say. But I see how it is. I still fraud you on crossplays though. Don't let me catch you on the server again, little boy. Trust me, I'ma fry you. It's on site now. So don't let me catch you on your game ever again. It's rats for you. Now you may have been listening to this video and was like, okay, all this yapping about your favorite game, and for what? Well, I don't exactly know. I honestly don't expect much to change for the game Roblox, or any other developers. But maybe I can get my point across to the community, alright? But I do hope that this video was at least informative to some other developers that want to make a video game, a Roblox game, and actually enjoy what they do. It's not an easy task adhering to the community and all, but once you make a game, you gotta go all in if you truly care about it being a complete success within the community, especially when it comes to Roblox anime games. I'm not even gonna lie. This won't be the only game to get a review though. There are a ton that need a lot of recognition. But that's if people enjoy this one anyway. Alright, so give me a like, maybe a subscribe. Maybe a subscribe. It has a nice animation, and I think you'll look forward to my other videos. Maybe. Thanks for watching, and hey, I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, peace.